on the chair. Yeah. And you can sense the two sides of the hip. And you can kind of wiggle from side to side. And get comfortable. And from there, start pressing the back into the back of the chair. And feel the two sides of your back. Good. And from here, between the two sides of the back, we have the spine. And we're going to start pressing the spine into the chair and release. And pressing the spine into the chair and release. And when we press the spine, we're going to exhale. And when we release, we're going to inhale. And exhale and press into the chair and inhale, release. So it's like a balloon that's getting squished towards the back. And when you release, the balloon fills up with air or water or whatever. And press. And release. And press. And release. And press. Hold.
Exercise class.
And release. And press.
What, at 1:45? Okay.
Hold.
Let me back.
And release. And press. Hold. Inhale, release. Press. Air out. Hold. Inhale. Press. Get the air out. Hold. The spine is all the way back there. Inhale, release. Exhale. Press. Empty the lungs. Press the spine. Hold the breath. Nothing happens, right? Inhale, release. Last time. Exhale. Press. Now release the tension and still hold the breath. Release the tension and hold the breath. Release the tension and hold the breath. And now inhale. And now don't press, just exhale. Hold the breath and try to stay really calm without inhaling. And only when you need. Only when you need. Allow the air to come in. And feel how it all expands inside. And then exhale. And let it just be. Don't inhale as long as you can, but without the effort. And only when you need, allow the air to go in. And now when you get at the top, kind of sit and watch like you're watching a beautiful view. And still don't breathe. Just hold the breath. Exhale when you need to. Good. Let's put our hands on the chair and press the hands into the chair as if you are to get up. And notice how much do you have to move yourself forward to be able to actually get up. Right? If we are with the back against the chair, this is really, really, really almost impossible, and it's all on the shoulder, and I would not suggest it. But if we take the body a little bit more forward and we press, now we have a better angle, right? Good. The people that have their feet together, that will be much harder. If you open your legs to hip width apart, you'll have easier time. So, going forward and pressing with the hands to see if the pelvis can be lifted. Sometimes we can't only rely on our hand strength and shoulder strength, but we'll get to it in a minute. So, find out how much do you have to go forward and press on your hands to be able to lift that body weight a little bit off the chair. Now we're going to take the breath, the exhalation that we used, and we're going to incorporate it. So inhale, exhale, shift forward as you press and see if it makes it a little bit easier. Inhale and come back. And in your own time, exhale, press, and come back. As you exhale, press, and come back. Now watch your eyes. What do you do with your eyes? The eyes are super important. We were given eyes not just to read wonderful books. The eyes are actually scouting the area and telling us where we're going. So as you go forward, start looking a little bit above the horizon and see if it makes it easier. Does it make sense? So the hands are on the chair. You exhale, you shift forward, and the eyes are going in the direction that you are, that's your goal. Okay? I'm not inventing the wheel, I'm just looking at nature. And inhale, exhale, shift, and see if you can come a little bit up off the chair. And now we'll put attention to our feet and see as when we exhale, shift the weight, look a little bit up, we can actually use the floor and press the feet into the floor. So hands on the chair. Remember all the details? I will say them. So, inhale, exhale, shift, look up, press on your hands, and press the feet into the floor. Beautiful. So now we're using everything that we have. Inhale, exhale, shift, press, look a little bit higher and press the feet. Now, if your hands are here, it will be harder. If your hands are in the front, it will be a little bit easier. Try both and decide for yourself. Inhale, exhale, shift, eyes up, feet on the floor, and you are standing. So now we don't need the lazy Susan that will take us forward on electricity, right? Okay, let's lift your right leg, and swing it back as you're shifting forward. Lift your right leg and swing. Lift your right leg, knee, and swing. Lift your right knee, there you go. Swing it back. Lift it and swing it. And just wait for a minute. What I'd like you to pay attention that as the leg does the swinging, the upper body does the swinging. It is in relationship. Knee up, back is back. Knee down, the back is forward. Up and forward. And swing and swing. And swing and swing and swing and rest. Let's try the left leg and see how that does. I'm on my right leg, you're on your left. Up, and when it goes down, you swing. And up, and you swing. And up. Good. Work on the relationship between the lower body and the upper body. See if they can work at the same rate and the same amount. So it's not like I'm doing up here and nothing here. I'm the same amount, up and forward. There is relationship between them. And if I can work with coordination and use my whole body, I have a better chance of not falling and getting to where I want. Swing and swing and swing and relax. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Take another deep breath. Exhale. Let's try to do alternating side to side. So up and down, and now this one up and this one down. Now this one up and down, and this one up and down, and up and up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up. Swing the body. Now pay attention to the eyes. They look down, they look up. They look down, they look up. They look down, they look up. They look down, they look up, and relax. Sit again all the way to the back of the chair. Exhale, press the spine into the center of the chair. Inhale, let it go. So that's what we did 15 minutes ago. And now you can compare to see if there's a little bit more movement of the spine backwards and forward, and backwards and forward. Is the spine becoming a little bit more flexible? Now my classes are not exercise, right? I'm not doing any exercise. We're not doing any of that. It's about awareness and how to use the body a little bit more organized so it's easier. So the spine has vertebrae, 7 and 12 and 5, and they all have movement that with the years we kind of get sitting and not climbing trees anymore and not working in the garden anymore, and the spine gets stiff. So exhale and push it back, and inhale and allow it to go forward, and exhale, push it back, and inhale, allow it to expand. And we're using our breath and the muscle to let that be. Good. Let's move all the way back. Sit really all the way back, which is almost unheard of in my classes, because most of my classes are on the edge of the chair. But right now we are all the way back. The spine is glued to the chair. And now we're going to be like snakes, or like a bear that likes to scratch on the back of a tree. You have an itch right there in the middle of your spine. Not in between the shoulders, it's down here in the middle. Can you reach and get that itch out of there? So it's very small movement, laterally, right and left. itching right there in the back and the middle of the spine. So we're trying to get a lateral movement, side to side. Try to exhale as you go. Inhale when you come back to center. Exhale as you go, because we already know that the breath really helps. Because for us to breathe, for the lungs to actually get filled with oxygen and deplete, we need to use muscles. Because the lung is just a sac, it's just laying there. It's beautiful. It has a lot of little grape-looks alveoli, but the muscle is the what makes the air come in and out, and the atmospheric exchange, of course. Exhale to the side, inhale to the center. Exhale to the side. And now take your fingers and put them on your ribs. And maybe even shut your eyes if it feels safe. And see if you can feel the ribs moving, opening up on one side and crunching on the other side. Can you go to the side, parallel to the floor? And release. Good. Let's interlace our fingers. Let's take a deep breath in. Get it a nice stretch now. Let's stretch the spine up, but at the same time press your tailbone down to the chair. Press down to the chair and up to the ceiling and let go. Oof. So we're going in opposite direction. Again, inhale up. Let's flip the hands, and you're pulling up towards the ceiling as much as you're pushing down into the chair, into the ground, into the floor. Press, 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 press. Open your legs a little bit, especially your left foot. There you go. Thank you. And release. Release, release, release the spine. And now we're going to do it without the arms. Let's just close our eyes and lift the spine up towards the top of your head and down to the bottom of the chair without using the arms, internally. And let it go. So you're taking each vertebra, open your eyes for a minute, and if this is a vertebra's body, and this one is you are lengthening between each vertebra, 7 in the neck, 12 here, and 5 here. Okay? See it in your mind's eye. So close your eyes and exhale and lift up and push down. Get taller and taller and taller internally and let it go. Do it in your own rate, because we're all breathing in different rates. As you exhale, you are getting longer and longer internally, down towards the chair and up towards the top of your head. And let it go. And after you rest, exhale again and do it again. And release. let's do it one more time. So inhale, and as you exhale, you expand your neck muscles, your thorax muscles, your torso, your lumbar vertebrae, sorry, and the muscle in between the vertebrae. And you lift and you press down, and you lift and you press down, and let it all go and rest. Does it feel good inside? And we hardly move, but we move a lot internally. Yeah. So now we're going to take the pressing back, the pressing to the side, going forward, going to the side, going back. And now we'll go to the other direction. Going back, going to the side, going forward. The back is still almost touching the chair. It's the spine. And rest. It's hard work if you really, it's like taking the spine and like making it circle in a very, very thick soup, like a winter soup kind of thing. Okay, so press back and to the side and forward and side and back and rest. And when you're ready, we'll do the other side. Press back and to the side and forward and to the side and back and rest. Do it in your own timing now, a little bit more smooth, and see if there is an area of ribs that you cannot reach. Maybe the upper ribs, like up in the armpits, or maybe in the front here. I can hardly feel these. So the areas that you have hard time reaching, try to pay attention to that area, okay? So shut your eyes and go and find your own, it's like you have your own journey internally. So you know the way, it's circling around and around. Good. And come back to the center and open your eyes and see if you can give your spine a freedom to move forward and back and side and diagonal and kind of dance freely within your own confinement of your ribs, the basket of your ribs. See if you can give it a little flexibility and freedom so it's not like a cage, but it's more a baskety made out of softer material. Maybe the ribs are not harsh bones, but maybe they are like pieces of fresh wood that is still flexible and pliable. And rest. And I want to close the class with something very personal, which I didn't think I would do, but I feel like I really have to share with you. I came to this country 42 years ago from a country called Israel. And right now, Israel is in a terrible, terrible days of war. And I find myself glued to the news and trying to find the balance between being completely sucked into it to keep some sanity and keep my life going. And when I came today, I thought I will do the class about power because I feel like I want to punch. And instead of that, I turned it inside into the light within. And that's what came out. So I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you.
Thank you.